All right, so we talked about what inequalities are, and that's like the less than, greater than, less than, equal to, greater than, equal to. Those are our inequalities. Okay, now I want to talk about algebraically, like what it really means, and I want to compare equations with inequalities. So if we look here, we have an equation, right? And we have 5x equals to 10. And if we do our inverse operations like we have been doing all week, we divide by 5 to both sides, and we will get the result that x equals 2. Okay, now x equals 2, that's your solution. Okay, if I put in anything else, if I put in, for example, hold on, I didn't want to do that. Let's go here. If I put in x equals 3, and I plug it in, 5 times 3 is not equal to 10, okay? And that would make this a false statement, okay? And therefore this is a false statement, and x is not equal to 3. The only thing that will make it true is this 2. That's the only thing, the only solution, I should say. The only solution that makes the sentence true is x equals 2. Okay, so that's what an equation is. And it has one solution for x. Okay, now if we look at this one here, we have 5x is less than equal to 10. It's still 5x and still 10, right? But this time, instead of equal to, we have less than or equal to. We solve it the same way. I divide this side by 5, divide this side by 5. It's our inverse operations. 5x means multiply. So we're doing our inverse operations, and then we end up with x is less than or equal to 2. Okay, so that is our solution for the inequality. Okay, but if you look over here, because it has that little underline, that means that it equal to, that's the equal to part because it has that underline. Okay, so then if I filled in, hey, 2. So 2, is 2 less than or equal to 2? Yes, it is, right? What about, is that the only solution? Is 2 the only thing, the only number, or the only value that will make this sentence true? Okay, so I want you to think about that and think, is there another number that could make this sentence true? All right, let's check this one. 0 is 0, and you plug it in. 0 is 0 less than equal to 2. And you think about that, 0 less than equal to 2. Yes, it is. Okay, so 0 is a solution as well. So this is where it starts to get different. In an equation, it was only one solution. In an inequality, there's many solutions. Because if 0 is a solution, well, what about the next one here? It's a negative 10. Is negative 10 less than equal to 2? And the answer is yes. Yes, it is. Right? So there, right now, we already found 3 solutions. Okay, so that's why before I talked about, don't just think, oh, I could do it in my head and solve it. Because now when we get to inequalities, you might be like, well, if I plug in 5, 5 times 5 is 25. That's not less than 10. Wait, let me plug in 1. 5 times 1. Oh, that's less than 10, right? And then you think, oh, 1's my solution. But you can't think like that because there are many numbers, infinitely many numbers that you could plug in that will make this true. Okay, so that's why solving it algebraically is important to do your inverse operations. Okay, now, so now that we know equations have one solution, inequalities have infinitely many solutions, it's hard to list out all the possible solutions. And that's why we graph our inequalities, okay? And I'm going to go into that later, but I just want to talk about, the differences. Okay, bye.